As you can tell, I'm sitting inside of the Camaro, and we are today installing our new seat belts. Already started with this process here, got these two put on. I've already done the, let's see if I can get some light. Already put our new seat belt on top there, our 3-point retractable seat belt. Got it mounted down there. And the reason why we're changing them is because they were just old, rusty, and even this part of it on the driver's side had started ripping. So it's time to change it, and I just thought I'd bring in to show you real quick. It's super simple. You got 2 1/2-inch bolts, one there and one over here, and then that will drop. You unscrew it from the bottom section down there, which mine's already been undone. Alright, so we're inside now. Basically, I take a little screwdriver and pry it back here a little bit. You'll see a little hole, that little groove right there. You can pry up to pop this out, and then put that to the side. And if you look down inside, you'll see that little silver ring. There'll be 2 little holes in it for your hog ring pliers, and these are what hog ring pliers look like. Spread these apart to get it past that ring where you can lift this up. If you don't get it right, then this knob will always come up, and that's just a hassle. It'll drive you nuts. So you want to get them right when you do install them. And there you go. There you go. They look like that. You don't want to pry them apart, only as much as you need to. You don't want to like stretch it. I'm trying to get this light set up so y'all can actually get a good view, and then that'll allow your knob, gear shifter knob handle to come right off. Put that to the side. Take your little Allen wrench, remove this last one, and we can, oh, I forgot it's attached by a little light for your shifter level light, which is a pain. I might have to use 2 hands maybe. It's just, you twist it and the little bulb will come out. So there you go. There's the bulb. Let's get this light to cooperate. Bulb looks like that, and it just pops in that little hole right there. Once you get that, you can remove this, and then now get yourself situated, and then you can take your console, put it over everything, work it down in its positioning. There goes the light, but I think we got enough right now. You just want to, you might have to pry down a little bit, kind of get it set where it needs to go. Everywhere. Little prying here, little prying there. You'll get it tucked back into where it's wanting to go. The other thing you want to watch out for is back here, you got your braces. You got 2 braces. You want to make sure these back hose, because it's going to screw in right there. And you got to line that up and get them set. That looks pretty good there, I think. And make sure you got your hose available here. So it's a little playing around, finessing it in here, but it's gonna mount here. Whoops! There's a little bolt right there. It'll go into a little hole right down in there. That one right there. We'll mount that. Same on the other side. It'll be a little hole up here you mount it to. And that'll pretty much get you set up to where you need to be. Then you just kind of adjust the rear. I ordered a console mounting hardware kit. So this is a 79 Camaro, but it works on 73 to 81 and the Trans Am as well. And I got this from F Body Warehouse. Those guys got a great setup how they do their labeling. They tell you not only which screws you got, how many you got, they put them in a certain bag and number the bags so you know exactly what you got and which goes where. So like, let's say we got the backer plate screws, and that would be for the piece that goes back here. It's a little cover which doesn't come with the console. You got to order it separately. It's just a little flat black plastic cover. Well, it takes 2 screws for the backer plate screws, and it's labeled in bag number 1. So right here, bag number 1, we know that goes for this back cover. You got console front bracket mount screws. There's 4 of them, and that goes bag number 2. Boom, 4, and we know that goes to the up there towards the front. That's for the console front bracket mount screws. So that would be those 2 there. Now on Trans Ams there's 4, I believe. I believe there's another bracing that goes across the top. So I might only have to need the 2 for the Camaro. And you got your bin liner mount screws, 2 of them in bag number 3. You've got your shifter bezel screws, 4, bag number 4. So these would actually be the new ones to mount your little cover, this cover here. So we know we got that. I still got the original ones, and I'd actually painted them silver, so I don't know if I'm going to use them or the ones I painted. These are the originals, but I'll probably use the new ones. Last but not least, you got the console bin lid screws. There's 5 of them in bag number 5. And there you go. I like the way they label it. You don't have to guess which ones go where, trial and error or anything. It's just, that'll be covering up your lid console. So, F Body Warehouse, good guys. I love the way they do their stuff, and makes everything easier. So, we're going to get on to it. Basically, I got 2 screws I'm going to be putting up here to mount that. Once I get that set up in its position, then I can come back here, make sure I got the holes lined up. I'll be putting my screws in there, which are, I believe, these. And then we can put our cover back on and our handle and get that hog ring back on it and locked down. And then I'll concentrate on putting the new lid, which you got to order this as well. The new inside part of it. That's like $40 for the actual box that fits inside. And then you got to order the lid. And the lid doesn't even come with a push button. So then you got to order the push button to actually activate it and to where you can lift it up. So I don't know why a console kit just doesn't come all together with every piece you need. It just doesn't. But when you're all said and done, it's like $40 for the inside console. It's like $40 to $60 for a lid, depending on what kind you got. They got some out there for $120 if you want to buy like the lid that has leather. You know, it's nice, but for $120, I just went back to like original. This back plate, a little square piece of plastic. You might want to make your own, because if you go out and buy it, it's $30. And if you don't have the hardware, like I didn't, because this car never came with a console when I bought it, so I had to buy the new hardware. But it's pretty cheap. F Body Warehouse, you can get it for like $15. I think it was $13.99 actually, so it's reasonable. So there you have it. We pretty much got you squared away. You know what you're doing now. On my Camaro, I've only got 2 bolts that hold it up there. We'll have 4 down here in the back, and I can put my inside box on, which gets held on by 2 or 3 or maybe 4 screws, and then the lid. And I'll walk you through that as well as we're doing it. But I'll tell you what, Camaro doesn't look proper without the console, and this one's been missing since I've owned the car, so it's like interesting for me to even view it now in here. We're getting our interior all buttoned up. If you've been watching any of this project, you've noticed come a long way from where she was. So now we are ready to, let's see here. We did one already, the backer plate screws. There's 2 of them. And that holds this little cover on the rear. And your 2 little screws are down here. They are, I believe, a 5/16. Yeah, 5/16 bolts, right, rather than screws. And there's 2 tabs. You just slide it up, screw them in there, and tighten it up. I got to tighten it up a little more. As you can see, there's just a little bit of play there, so I'm going to close that gap. But I'm jumping on to the next portion, which is, I'll go ahead and show you what they call it. The console front bracket mount screws. There's 4 of them. But on this Camaro, there's only 2 brackets that you can mount to. One of them, if I can move this light, one of them will be right there. Hose not lined up, so we're going to, let me change hands here. We're going to put my little awl tool in there, and then I'll be able to pry that up a little bit and get that screw started. Or actually, it's a little bolt. Looks like that. And there'll be 4, but I believe that's for the Trans Am. It has another brace that goes across the top. So we're going to screw one in here, get on the other side, line that up, and get it mounted. Alright, so we got our bolt started. Had to pick up on the console a little bit, get it started. But you want to make sure you don't over tighten it, because this is all plastic. Just tighten it up enough to where it's firm, and then go just a little more. Alright, so we jumped to the passenger side. I got that one started, but I did not tighten it because you want to make sure you got this hole lined up before you tighten it. And oh, we're over here. And I do, hole's pretty much lined up there. Oh, there she is. Now I can get this one started, and then you can tighten them all down. You don't want to tighten the one side and then be fighting this side trying to line it up. But that's where it mounts here on the Camaro. And like I said, there's only 2 braces to actually mount this console to the car. But I believe the Trans Ams have 4. So we'll get that mounted. We'll tighten this up, and then our console will pretty much be mounted up front. Still got to do the rear mounts. We got our back plate on. Still got to put our lid on and everything, but yeah, she's going pretty easy. It's a simple step, but there's no videos that I can see of on YouTube of how to install your console. And there may be some people out there that just have no clue to even what they're thinking about how it would go. That's why I'm doing this, although it is super simple. Most can figure it out. Tighten it up a little bit, and we'll tighten the other side up, and then we'll jump to the next step. Alright, and we're back. On the interior of the 79 Camaro, we have installed our console. I'm waiting on a spring to finish up the lid. I need the spring that goes here for the button to help hold that and get that activated. And I'm waiting on a tension spring for the bottom of this. So I'll have to take this inside bin out, put those 2 springs in. They should be in the next couple of days, and then this will be all finished. Console will be in and done, and I have jumped to installing our seat. We have a Pro Car bracket here, seat track or seat bracket, made for this 79 Camaro, and I am so happy that all the bolts actually lined up. No problem, no issues. That's 2 thumbs up for Pro Car making a bracket that actually fits and lines up without any hassle.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely.